Hi, I'm Kristen from Elevate Homes, and today I'm going to take you through something a little bit different. This beautiful custom designed beach bench is designed for a family of 5, and it's going to be heading off to a beautiful iconic beachfront site in Mount Maunganui. It's a 2-piece design, and what you're seeing here is the main living pod, which consists of 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and the main living area. There is a second building that will be built on site, and that will consist of extra bedrooms, a rumpus, and garage. So it's not our standard plan, not one of our standard plans, but it is a really excellent example of what can be achieved when you work with our in-house architectural design team. So let's go and check it out. Right, so as you can see, this house has the striking tilt roofline, which gives the home a really sort of strong architectural feel. The cladding we've used is a Bodo, except for this little bit at the end here, which is just temporary ply, as that will be finished off on site and it'll become a canopy over an outdoor entertaining area. Along the front of the home here, we have 3 large sliding doors that will eventually open out onto a future deck. And to finish that off, we have these very stylish eyebrow awnings above the door for shade. So this is a really light-filled, welcoming space. And one of the first things you notice when you come in here is this off-centered sloping high ceiling with the LED feature strip light running along the ridge. So that adds a really subtle architectural detail and adds a beautiful, warm, ambient glow in the evening. Over here, we've got another little lovely spot, the window seat with the bifold windows above. And this is really practical as well in that it has two storage bins underneath. So really functional, but also a great little spot. And then under that, just to finish it off nicely, is the feature oak slatting. Right, next door to that, we've got another great little spot, the cosy gas fire underneath this huge TV recess. So this will be a beautiful, inviting space to be in, especially in the winter months. Right, just looking at the space as a whole now, these large windows and oversized sliding doors in here really, provide a great natural light and just contribute to a sense of openness. And once the house gets to site, it's going to have some great connection to some really beautiful coastal views. Right, the last thing in here I was going to point out was the blinds. We've got blinds on all of the windows and doors in here, and they are motorized. If I can figure out how to work them, very easy. So that's another lovely finishing touch. So this kitchen layout is based on our standard Elevate kitchens, but with a few upgrades and thoughtful wee extras. We have the oak slatting from the window seat carried on underneath the island bench here, and also on the cupboards above the hob. The lovely heat and scratch resistant decked on benches are carried on either side of the benches here, and it's being used as a splashback above the hob as well. And then on this side, it continues on into an inbuilt custom dining table, which is going to be fabulous for casual beach entertaining, I'd say. Above the table, we've got a designer hand-woven rattan pendant, and then in the contrasting sort of sleek oak pendant above the island bench here. Now, special mention, I have to say, to this fabulous tap. Looks great, but it also does boiling water, chilled and sparkling water. So very cool tap. And it wouldn't be an Elevate kitchen if it didn't have a whole heap of storage. So we have in here the large soft close drawers. We have cupboards galore. Actually, this one isn't a cupboard. This is a integrated dishwasher, which is quite nifty. And then, cupboards, and then down the end here, we have a very generous pantry as well. So back down this way, we've also got next to this another integrated appliance, the integrated fridge and freezer. We have a hidden scullery, which is very cool. So come on in and have a look at this. So this is a really well-appointed space. We have the oak slatting on the cupboards here, which is lovely finishing, with a lovely finishing there. And then we've got open shelving. Underneath that, we have the decked-on bench top that we saw in the kitchen. Down this end, we've got room for space for the beverage fridge. It's it's coming. We've got a really handy little sink, and then alongside that we've also got bank of drawers, the top one of which is a charging station with your USB and power points. And then also on the other side of the room we've got a microwave, an extra dishwasher, and more cupboard space. So such a functional little room, and it's perfect for hiding everything away when you're entertaining. Okay, coming off the kitchen here, we'll head down the hallway towards the bedrooms. So here we have, straight ahead, we've got a linen cupboard, large linen cupboard there off the back door, which is quite handy. And then straight ahead we have the guest bedroom and ensuite, which we'll look at a little bit later. Around the corner here we've got a separate toilet, which is always really handy in a beach house setting. And then into the master bedroom suite at the very end of the house, we have the walk-in wardrobe there, fully fitted walk-in wardrobe. And then coming into the actual bedroom itself, it's a really generous and well-proportioned room. We have those sliding windows there that will open out onto the future deck, like I mentioned. In the corner there, we've got the oak sort of inbuilt shelving. And then underfoot, we've got this beautiful Bremworth New Zealand wool carpet as well. The final thing to mention in here, which you can't see, is the soundproofing in the walls and the door, which just adds an extra level of privacy. Okay, from the master bedroom, we'll head now into the ensuite. So this is a really spacious room actually, and it's made to feel very calm and coastal with this warm neutral tiling we've used in here. Beside me here, we've got a freestanding quarry cast bath. On this back wall, we've got the French oak double vanity with brushed brass tapware, and then above that we have the pill-shaped backlit LED mirrors, which looks beautiful. In the corner, we've got your soft closed toilet, and then behind the privacy wall here, we've got a tiled walk-in shower. So it's very nice and spacious too. We've got the long bottle niche, and then again the brass fittings for the shower. Coming out of here, the last thing that we can't see again is the underfloor heating, which I'm sure will be very warmly received in those winter months. Okay, let's head back towards the other bedroom now, past the separate toilet, and then into the guest bedroom, which is another really generous space. Down the end here we have a massive floor-to-ceiling wardrobe. Alongside that we've got a space for the client's own furniture. Then we have these sliding doors again with these beautiful sort of glass louvers, and I forgot to mention in the master bedroom we have these lovely layered sheer curtains as well, which let in a sort of a lovely gentle filtered light, which is perfect for a beach house like this. Okay, we're in the guest ensuite now, which follows the same level of finish as we saw in the master ensuite. We have the French oak vanity here with the pill-shaped mirror. We've got the same soft closed toilet in here, and then behind the privacy wall we've got another tiled walk-in shower with shower head in brass. And then as we come out here, forgot to mention in the other ensuite we have these lovely brass towel towers. So that was the tour of the main living pod of this beautiful custom designed beach batch. And as I mentioned earlier, there is a second module that will be completed on site at Mount Maunganui. So hopefully this just gives you a good reminder that you don't have to be limited by a standard plan. We can design something that suits you and your site specifically. So if you wanted to explore the possibilities, then give us a call. We'd love to chat. Bye for now.